For the age of 14, I used drugs. Found myself homeless, in prison, just in a lot of bad situations in my life. I was put up in a hotel. I didn't have any accommodation. There was nowhere, nobody had anywhere to put me. Got in contact with the Rehab Pathways Team in 2019 and they got me away to rehab in January 2020. I then spent a year in rehab. I moved on from there to go and study down in England, and for that I needed funding. So again the City Mission helped me to get the funding for that. And then I came back up the road in December 2021 and I get the opportunity to come on as an intern. I've been using part of my experience of life to help other people, which has been great. You need to get to the root of why you took drugs, and I just feel that I can help other men to get into that place and to prepare them to go in there, because I know how difficult it is for myself. Christmas 2018, it would have been like right in the middle of winter. You would go to your own local homeless team, and then when that closed at 4:30, they would tell you to come here, and then you speak to the council here. I remember the people would come down the stair, had a sheet of paper and they'd say, "Sorry, there's nothing tonight." And you'd be like, "So what am I supposed to do?" "We'll get you a sleeping bag." And it's like -2 or something outside, sleet, rain. I eventually came back to the mission and contacted Davey Harper. Davey worked with me through the Christmas period because not only does the City Mission close for a week or 10 days, but the rehab I was going to closed for a month, so they don't allow anybody in. So Davey had to keep me engaged for that period, you know what I mean? And I eventually came back, as I say, in January the 9th and I went away to rehab. I was glad I was in there, it was a safe place, and I realised that I had an opportunity now to change my life. We would go in the jet skis in the summer, so I remember being out in Loch Lomond, right, and I was out in the jet skis and I got out to the middle. It was in between like two wee islands, and I remember just stopping, turning the engine off and just sort of reflecting, like, how did I get here? Realising like all that old stuff's like no part of me anymore. I just realised that like I've got a chance at life here again, and I saw other people who were further through the programme moving on to other stuff, and I was like, well, I can do that as well. Glasgow City Mission's a place where not only do people come in and get fed and loved, but we try and work with people to try and give them a bit of stability in life. For the part of the Rehab Pathways team that I'm a part of, then that looks like getting recovery groups going, but also giving people an opportunity to get away to rehab, to break the chains of addiction in people's lives and give them a new life. The trauma and the hurt and the pain and all that stuff, like, that's flipped now, where I can actually share that with people. I'm healed for that stuff, but I can share my experience with others who are maybe in that position at the moment and tell them it doesn't need to be like that. Very often I would run away from myself, I'd run away from all my problems. I would disappear, but I would always get drawn back to the mission because they cared for me and they always tried to help me. What makes the mission better at what they do is that we provide one-to-one support for people to give them a bit of stability in life.